These are all our grandchildren, but this was 2 years ago. This one's now 14.
Rita Keir and her friends are reminiscing about the good old days in high school. She's come back to her old stomping grounds as Penticton Senior Secondary, known as Penn High, celebrates a century of education.
I think it's wonderful. I just wish I could have talked my brother into coming, but he was afraid that some of the young beauties might have changed too much. I thought it was a pretty poor excuse myself. I think it's wonderful to come back and find out what people have done with their lives and, you know, who they married. Some of them had sweethearts here, and I think they married their sweethearts.
One of the gals who hung on to her high school honey is Connie Denisuk, who went on to chair this local school board for many years.
So I think back to 1976 when I graduated and the fun times that we had. I loved school, was quite involved in school, and so this is bringing back memories. We're going to see some friendly faces from the past over the next couple of days, and I'm really looking forward to it.
I think it's fantastic, and the amount of work that's gone into it is incredible. And I'm a 59 grad, and Betty's
I'm 1960.
Is 60.
Yes.
I'm 58.
Boyd Boyd Mathers is a 58.
Yep.
And
I'm an import.
And you're
She's
an import. Wonderful.
From West Van. And we're having a wonderful time, and it's a great reunion to see everyone.
Now, I spoke to a gentleman today, Fred King. Many people will know Fred King. He was from the class of 1941, and so I took him down into his sort of memory room, and he knew the folks that he was in the pictures, and he could tell me stories about it, and so I think we're communicating with people from all the ages.
But when Bill Wiskin graduated in 1940, it was the only year without a high school annual.
Well, I can tell you why it didn't happen. I was the business manager of the school paper. We collected $36, which was a lot in those days, and somebody stole it, so there was no annual.
Some came from as far away as England and Australia for this big reunion to celebrate the legacy of teen leadership or just to share some fond memories of growing up.
It's about legacy and the importance that education has played in the lives of all the people that are coming here. I mean, they're returning to their school. It shows you that those linkages and those roots, they last forever. So you see the generations of people coming here, and you know that their schooling was important to them.
Also on display were a number of antique cars, some like the school dating back 100 years, lovingly preserved by Penn High grads and teachers of yesteryear, including this Chrysler Daytona belonging to former Penticton Mayor David Perry, who taught at Penn High for over 30 years.
Really, really fond memories. I taught law and social studies for a number of years, counseled Aboriginal students for 15 years, and it was just a wonderful experience. I had the good fortune of having a career working with kids, kept me young for all that time and still keeps me young, looking back on it with very fond memories.
David Snyder also taught here for 3 decades and knows the sense of homecoming that has always been a part of Penn High.
When I was teaching at Penn High, it was quite interesting because in May and June you'd get knock, knock, knock at the door, and university students would be coming back to say hello. And that was interesting because it was a phenomena that I had never experienced before, because nobody did that when I was in high school. But it happened a lot at Penn High.
From the Penn High grad class of 1975, this is Wayne McDougall reporting for Shaw TV.